Hello, everybody. This is Elissa from Menck Arts and Crafts. Oh, I almost forgot to set my timer. And today we are here for a WIP and chat. So WIP stands for work in progress. Basically, we're going to work on one of my mini WIPs that I have that are going since I'm doing this 26 for 26 chaos. In chat, we're going to do a little bit of a chat, talk about the week, everything that I've been up to, all that fun stuff. And then I will be at a retreat next Sunday, so we're going to talk about all of the fun stuff that I am excited for the retreat probably as well. All right, so anyways, today's canvas, what are we working on? I am super happy with my WIP wheel today. The WIP wheel finally spun a kit that it has not spun in probably a solid month or so at least. So the WIP wheel spun this canvas right here. This is Mountain Temple. This right here is the image. It is my Treasure Quest Custom card canvas, and my mom is actually the artist. So this canvas right here, absolutely stunning. I'm on the second half of it. This is very confetti heavy, so I've been doing sections that are the width of the pre-cut release, the covers, but half the height. So this one is a 49.5 by 83.6 centimeter round drill canvas, and it has 67 colors. And of those 67 colors, we have 3 ABs and 6 fairy dust. So that's what we're working on. And again, like I said, my mom is the artist for this. I actually have the original painting. I do plan on actually hanging this one, stretching it and hanging it. I do plan on doing that when I complete it. So I'm super excited for that. So we're going to be working on this section right here. We're getting into this. Probably, I think the most color blocking I've had is going to be this green that I have right there. That's legit the most color blocking yet, is that bit of green there. This has been a very confetti heavy canvas. Like I said, part of it is the nature of how my mom painted it originally. She did it in pastels, and pastels have a lot of color variation depending on how many layers of you put down. So it's very, very confetti heavy. I'm super excited though, because this means I'm working my way up. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically 6 sections left. So once I finish this one, I'll be down to just 5 sections left, which is so manageable when I look at it. But I added this one onto the WIP wheel, so it is being spun by the WIP wheel. Out of all of my 26 for 26 WIPs that I have, which I'm down to 19 right now, I have finished 7. I did finish 2 in the last, I did finish 2 in the last couple weeks. So I'm down to 7 on my, or 7 completed, which puts me at only 19 WIPs, which is nice because I'm I want to start making my way through them a lot faster. So thankfully that's where we're working on that. And you guys can see an actual updated video. In the 15th of every month, I do my 26 for 26 progress review, so you can see what that looks like. So tools, what am I using today? Well, I'm going to use this seam ripper from MTN Inspirations. I do need to, my seam ripper doesn't like to stay in like this. I think the grommet on the inside has shoved itself down a little bit. So I've had to add a little washi tape around there, but I've had the seam ripper for a hot minute and it is stunning. Look how beautiful that is. So we're using this. Did I already cut the seam ripper? Apparently I already did. Huh. I planned ahead and did it. Oh, look at me. Okay, I don't know how I decided to already have that seam ripped, but there we go. It is seam ripped. I do not need a cover minder because I'm on the second half of the canvas. Trays, I am using this gorgeous tray from Bijou Bliss. This is the Pride tray. And I love it so much. I'm really liking this size, and I'm tempted to get some more trays in this size because I'm really enjoying this size. I've got dirtiness on the underside of my tray. I do love a good white tray, and I love the fact that this one has a little bit of interest with the colors, the rainbow colors in there. So I'm using that one, which realistically for this canvas, I'm probably going to be spending most of the time using this one. This is my my mini tray from Yellow Dog Designs. It's the small. I actually had to add, I've used it so much with 3D printing, things can wear. I've used it so much, I've had to actually add washi tape around the stopper edge. But I'm using this one from Yellow Dog Designs, which is no longer in business. And then I've also, for pens, I've got this gorgeous one right here. This is the one I have for my 8-placer. This was a custom I had done from Enablers Outpost, which you can't purchase from anymore because they have gone out of business. And then I just got these 2 in. These two just arrived. This one is like one of the latest releases from Butterfly Effect Wares. And then this one right here, it doesn't show up really well in this, the lighting wise, but it's this like really pale, it's called their cotton candy one. They did a pre-order for this one, where you could actually like pre-order it, and you could like pick your turning and everything. They didn't have all of their turning options. I went with this one, but it is such a pretty one. So I have this one here. So I have an 8, a 10, and a 12 placer. For this canvas, I can guarantee you I'm probably pretty much only going to end up using the 8 placer because of the confetti. So that is the pens. I am using Tea and Cakes Putty from Randa's Crafty Corner. And I'm using Seagrass and Sage Wee Wax, which, I need to sniff it because it smells so good. Oh goodness, that smells heavenly. And I think that's all the accessories that I'm using. So now we're going to go ahead and get into it. Now that I've done that, okay, I need to grab a color. What color is yelling at me to be done first? That's the thing. I have to go off of what draws my eye more than anything else. And we're going to go from there. And let's see. We need to adjust. I'm going to try to keep my eyes on this because it's like pulling, and we're going to lose our viewpoint for everything. But I'm trying to find the best solution because I like how this holds my phone. But at the same time, it's too narrow. It's like slips on my tripod that or on my mic stand that I'm using. So I have yet to find, I need to ask Mackenzie what she's using for a phone holder because the one that I bought is not working well with this setup. I like having the mic arm with it stretched out, and I like the fact that it's a little bit more, compact. It's not super big and bulky or anything like that. So it's easy to kind of like get it out of the way, but it definitely, I have to monitor it so you guys don't lose viewing of what I'm working on. Like you did last week, I apologize for that. So now that I'm aware, I can kind of like track progress of it and make sure it's doing what it should be doing. Mochi, what are you doing? She's like, I'm sitting on your feet, mother. All right. So anyways, what have I been up to this week? Oh, goodness. I feel like this is like the prep week to finally get everything going and ready in preparation for the retreat next week. So I've been trying to, get things in order around the house. That way I'm good to go for the retreat, since I do have the retreat coming up next week. And that is the Crafter's Paradise Retreat, which I'm super excited for because there are a bunch of friends of mine some people that I've actually met in person, others I have not met in person, but we've been, chatting online for forever as part of like a group on the Crafters Den Discord. So we've got the retreat next week in Texas, and I so can't wait to see everybody. I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Lack of sleep, a whole lot of diamond painting, and other random non-diamond painting stuff as well. But all in all, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. So we are, but that's going to be next week. And like you guys will get my video that's going to go up for you guys on Wednesday is actually going to be packing for the retreat, because I need to do my packing for the retreat and I haven't done that yet, which normally I'm a day before I leave packing person, but I want to do this video for you guys, so I'm going to be packing I think today. Once I finish getting the WIP and chat uploaded, I'm going to go ahead and do the packing portion today, so that way I can film like what do I bring to a diamond painting retreat. And this one isn't just going to be like, hey, let's go through everything I have in my bag, because I haven't packed the bag yet. This is going to be, okay, you're going to pack with me for all of like my crafty stuff for the diamond painting retreat. So I will take you guys with me as I gather stuff, because I've got some things that I take with me that are not in my craft room, that type of thing. So anyways, that is my agenda. We are going to be doing that on Wednesday. And then I've got a first look, kind of like an unboxing, first look unboxing from Press and Place that you guys will be seeing on Monday. It is one of her mini sets. Oh my gosh, those kits are so cute. I'm actually taking them with me to the retreat to work on, so you guys will get to see them in the video, and then that's going up on Monday to see how cute and amazing they are. And then like I said, I'm going to take them with me to the retreat, so you guys should be able to see them in my month in review. You'll see a good chunk of them. If not all of them, you'll see some of them in that month in review. So I'm excited for that. Okay, we are back. I had to make some tweaks and some adjustments, and hopefully it worked, and we won't have an issue with this like losing sight of the bottom half of the canvas anymore. But we're gonna try. It's a work in progress. I switched how it's being held, so hopefully this will work. I'll still keep an eye on it for you guys and see. Hi Mo, we have a mochi in passing. Hi Momos. Keep your little booty roll going. Anywho, so yeah, so it's been a lot of like prepping for the retreat is what I've been up to this week. The adhesive on this canvas is not as good. It's in the subpar adhesive category. Once the drills are down, they stay. It's not as bad as some kits that I've had where I've had to like literally add glue to the entire canvas. I really wish they would fix this adhesive issue that they're like, there's no issues. Yes, there is an issue. But anyways, so where was I? I can't even remember what I was gonna say. But anyways, yes, the retreat is coming up. I'm really excited for that and getting to see everybody. On top of that, this past week, like I said, it was a lot of prep work for the retreat. Monday was, normal day at work, meetings, fun stuff like that. And then Tuesday, so the day, like July 6th, that was like a week ago, Monday. No, like, was that, wait, no, that was like 2 weeks ago, Monday. So July 6th, because we're into like the 20s, I had an appointment with a neurologist for my migraines, and we're going to try me on a new medication that's an injectable one. So I do an injection, self-injection once a month of this medication. So we're like, okay, let's go ahead and try this new med. So that was on Monday. He put the prescription in. So I went to the pharmacy, or the pharmacy drop off, because I don't have time to sit and wait for stuff. So I went to the pharmacy dropped off my prescription. Well, basically just wrote on the paper that I needed to pick up that prescription, because it's all in-house, saying I wanted to pick up the prescription for this new medication. And they were like, all right, easy day. So I dropped that off, and I got a call later that day from the pharmacy, and they were like, hey, so the medication that you have is currently out of stock. We've ordered it. It should be here in like 3 to 5 days. And I was like, are you guys going to notify me when it comes in? They were like, oh yes, absolutely. We should give you a phone call when it gets in. And I was like, doubtful, because, normally I find that they do not actually call when your medication finally arrives. So I was like, okay, they're like, and if you don't hear anything, then you can always check by calling. They have like a call center, which basically it's like the help desk for the pharmacy. Where you can call to ask questions about medications and whatnot. So I was like, perfect. Okay, fine. So they said 3 to 5 days. That means by Friday it should be in. So I completely forgot about it. And then and then it was kind of one of those things where it was like, okay, on Monday I was like, I should go do that. And then I got distracted. So at that point it had been a week. So Tuesday I go over to the pharmacy window and be like, all right, I need to pick up this medication, because on the website, or on my like patient portal, it had showed that it was already in stock. So I was like, I should be able to, or that, not that it was in stock, it showed that it had been filled. So it's like, I should be able to pick it up. I go there, and the little guy at the front window where I went to try to pick it up, he looked so clueless. He was like, yeah, I'm not seeing it in here. And I'm like, I don't know how you can not see it in here, because it's in there. Like, I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, you can try coming back tomorrow. And I was like, fine, whatever. So Wednesday, and at this point it has been like, 10 days since I dropped it off for, in the 3 to 5 days that I was told. So I was like, fine, whatever. So Wednesday at like early afternoon, I'm like, I'm not going to go waste time waiting in line to see if it's in, because I ain't got time for that. So I called the help desk number, and they were like, oh yeah, it shows that it was filled. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I was able to go to the pharmacy and pick it up, and then give myself my first shot Monday night, or Wednesday night. That was Wednesday night. So like 10 days after I got it. And let me tell you, OMG, that, like, because the first time I gave myself that shot, I had to give myself 2, for the first dose, 2 injections. And then every month after that, it's just 1 injection. So I was like, fine, easy day. I can do that. That's no big deal. So I did the, so it was like I could choose to do it in the stomach or in the thigh. And I was like, I'm going to do the thigh, because that doesn't really bother me, and I have to do 2 injections, so I'll do the thigh. Holy crap, that medication burned. It was like a burn. Because I'm used to giving myself shots, but this one was just like an unholy burn. Oh my word, it was unpleasant. It was like a very unpleasant 10 seconds. So I did my left leg, or my right leg first, and then I'm like, okay, now I have to do one more. So I psyched myself up, did the right one, or the left leg as well, pulled the needle off, and holy crap, I had like a immediate like welling up blood. So I hit like the perfectly wrong spot on the thigh. I kind of got like right onto like a capillary bed, or right into, you know, a superficial vein or something, like a little something that just really hit me and made me bleed on that one. And I ended up with a bruise, like a 2-inch round bruise on that one, which was pretty gnarly. So anyways, that was the Wednesday. So I was like, okay, thankfully I only have to do this once a month now, because, or one shot once a month, because that was not pleasant. That was probably one of the more unpleasant injections I've ever had. Not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. It was only like 10 seconds of suck and then it's done and over with, but still rather unpleasant. But yes, so did that on Wednesday. I've been trying to motivate myself to go weed whack my yard and, you know, start working on, you know, the yard work side of everything, not just the mowing, the weed whacking, because the mowing I do, because the grass gets out of control and I kind of have to, which I will be doing once I finish filming this video for you guys. I'm going to go outside before it gets hot. And then mow the lawn, because it needs mowed and it's not going to be able to get mowed until I get back from the retreat. So I will go mow it today. So anywho, and I always take full advantage. If it's not raining, you mow it right then, because you never know. It could start raining shortly thereafter. So anywho, that was like Wednesday. Was that, what am I looking for? I thought I was looking for an up arrow. Where's my up arrow? Oh, okay, right there. I have too many arrows in this canvas. There's so many arrows in this canvas. So yes, did that. And now and then I went, I don't think I did anything else on Wednesday into Thursday, just like normal day, nothing crazy, nothing out of the normal or anything like that. And then we had, you know, rolled into the weekend. I decided to, I think it was like on Wednesday or something like that, or Thursday, I had this epiphany of like, you know what, the retreat is coming up. I know I'm going to be doing a lot more diamond painting in one sitting than I normally do, because I don't normally, you know, sit and diamond paint nonstop really for all day, minus, you know, lunch and meal breaks. So I was like, I'm going to be doing a lot more diamond painting than I'm used to. And my neck and like shoulders are going to like be really feeling it, even with my easel. So let me start on a good point. So I went ahead and booked a massage. So I booked like a 90-minute massage for Saturday morning. So I had that yesterday morning, and oh my goodness, I so needed it. It's like it really helped loosen up a lot of the tightness that I've been having in my neck. I've been doing my I have my exercises that I do for it, like a home program, which I will be packing some stuff with me for the retreat that will be for doing my exercises. Because if I skip, I can definitely tell if I skip a day. The same thing I tell my patients. It's like, if you're consistent with your exercises, you'll notice a difference. But the key is you got to build that consistency and make them a part of your daily routine. But I will be doing my exercises while I'm gone for the retreat. So anyways, the massage was 100% needed, absolutely needed for that Saturday morning. And I was like, okay, I think I need to, at the minimum, book a massage for like once a month. Because it's been a few months. I think this is only the second time I've gone for a massage since I've been here in Florida. And I was like, I need to just start making this a regular occurrence and not just like a once in a while thing. When I'm kind of so far off that I'm like, I'm dying, I need the massage. I need to just suck it up and be like, all right, we're doing this on a monthly basis. Because it's not like they're horribly expensive, and I can, at least in this area, and I know I can afford to do them. So I just need to, you know, suck it up and go, which is more a matter of just, you know, scheduling the massage more than anything else. That's really what it comes down to, is making sure I schedule it. But yes, I did that. I still want to do like the really fancy expensive spa day over at one of the resorts over here that has a hammam bath, which hammam baths are incredible. And I have not had a hammam bath since I was in Bahrain. That was when I had a hammam bath way back in the day. It was like was that 2018? Yeah, that was 2018 back in when we did a port call in Bahrain. So it's been a hot minute, and that was an amazing experience. And I've been looking for places that have hammam baths everywhere that I've been stationed since then, and I just haven't been able to find it since I've gotten back. So this is the first place that I've been that has actually had it. So I'm going to go do a hammam bath, I think sometime in August, maybe for my birthday, because my birthday is in August. Also in August, we are doing myself and Sea of Diamonds, we are doing the Fan Art Fest. Oh, which reminds me, I need to finish my canvas for the Be Happy DPO, the Be Happy event with Natalie, Diet Coke and Diamonds, and Tiffany, Diamonds at Tiffany's. So I think I will, that might be the canvas that I work on, because I've got the canvas halfway done, but I would like to finish it before the end of the month for their events. That way I'm, don't have 1,000,005 WIPs, which I already have. But that way it doesn't become another WIP that's kind of hanging over my head while I'm working on my 19 outstanding ones. Because that's not one of the 19. Because I had already worked on my full 26 before I started that canvas. So I do need to do that one. I get back on Monday, late Monday night. And then I took Tuesday off of work. I actually was smart this year. I took Tuesday off of work. So I have all day Tuesday for kind of like, recover some sleep, chillax, all of that. I think that I might work on that canvas on Tuesday, which is, I think, the 27th or the 20th? I think that's the 27th, because I think Wednesday is the 28th. So I think I'll finish the Be Happy kit, which I'm doing a kit from Sparkle and Spuds. It's a really cute canvas. It's like this little, I think it's a little kitty cat, like dressed up like a bee, I think is what that one is. But it's super cute. But that's the one I think I'm going to do for, that's the one I'm working on for the event. I just have not worked on it since 4th of July weekend, because that's what I took with me to my parents' house over 4th of July. So now I just need to work on that one the rest of the way, because I would like to finish that one before the end of the month, and that one is not on the WIP wheel. So I don't have to worry about like going against the WIP wheel to finish it. Because otherwise, even though I love working on the kit that I'm working on right now, I love Mountain Temple, and I would be perfectly content to just sit and continue working on this. I can't. I can only do this section because I am on the, it's on the WIP wheel. So I can only do this section, which that needs to move over. I can't do any more than this section unless I spin it again on the WIP wheel, which the WIP wheel this is like I want to say that this one has only been spun like twice since it's been on the WIP wheel. It has not gotten any WIP wheel love, which is really sad. It makes me sad. It has not gotten the love on the WIP wheel. The WIP wheel has not been spinning this one. But hopefully now that I've finished some kits, I'll start getting a little bit more progress on those other ones, and the WIP wheel will kind of like start shuffling through. I'd be perfectly content if it decided to pick a couple of them and just kind of roll between those couple of them. Hi, Mo. Repeatedly. Hi. I know I love you too. Do you want to come on my lap, apparently? Hi, sweet pea. Come on. Get on my lap. Come here. Get down here. Thank you, baby. She's like, I don't want on your lap. I do, but I don't. She's going for my heating pad that I have my feet in, because my feet are always cold. So I have a heating pad under my desk, and Momo just climbed onto it, and then she was like, no, and she got up and moved. She's so indecisive sometimes. There are a lot of tans in this section, but I like that I'm not getting like bored of it, because it's not something that the whole canvas is the same shade of browns. I started with a lot of like the sky colors, so grays and blues and purples, and then there was more grays and blues and purples in this top half, and then I started getting into the ground, and now this has all of the tans here. There's tans here, but now I've got the greens, and then I'll start getting into more of like the mountain top right here is part of a mountain. That's what this is part of a mountain that goes this way. That's what the purple we'll see as we get higher up on it right over there. And then this is another mountain right here. So I'm really excited to start getting into it, and I'll be able to start working on the little temple soon. That's so cute. I still have yet to decide what canvas or what image I'm gonna get as a custom for my next Treasure Quest Custom, which granted I still need 2 more golds before I can get one. I've been getting all of the silvers. It's crazy. Out of all of the kits, and you guys know I have a crap ton of kits. Out of all of the kits that I have yet to get a black. Like, it's mind-boggling. I have yet to get a black. And I've got like 10 extra silvers, which I think I gave a code to someone, so really it's like 9 actual silver codes. But I've got plenty of silvers. I just need 2 more golds to be able to redeem another custom. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do for the image for that custom when I do finally get enough golds to redeem one. I'm like, I might go through some of my art, probably not my brush painting art, more of my photography style, and edit up a couple pictures that I have to do for that. Because I was like, if you remember the custom that I did with Jaded Gem Shop, my Foo Fighters, which were like the 2 foo dogs, the 1 foo dog, in front of the temple in China. Well, I think I might do just like I did with that one. I kind of edited it and gave it kind of like a, I took it into like Procreate and kind of edited it to give it that like more of a look of a painting rather than a photo. And then I had that one done as a custom with Jade. So I think I might look through my canvases and see if I have one that I want to do from there. I might do a landscape, kind of like how this one is a landscape. I might do a landscape for that one. Maybe like one of the scenes from Tibet, or I could do one from Myanmar. I haven't fully decided on that aspect, but I got time since, you know, I'll never pull the 2 golds that I need. So yeah, I already took care of that color, so we're just going to put that drill there. They're all very similar tans. All right, this one is this right here. So that's that part of everything. Otherwise, it's pretty much been, you know, like business as normal here. Slowly, as I walk by random things in the house that I'm like, oh, I need to take that with me to the retreat, I'll just grab it and toss it in my retreat suitcase. Which the only reason there's stuff in that suitcase is because I cleaned off the top of my cabinet that I have in here where I store my diamond paintings. On top of it, I just had all of like the stuff that I was going to bring to the retreat with me. So I did clean off the top because I wanted to display some Legos that I had assembled and pop them up there. So I did that, which meant I had to do something with all the stuff that was on top of that, which, since it was all stuff going to the retreat, I went and grabbed my suitcase and just started tossing it all in the suitcase. So that at least kind of got it where I have a little bit more space in that aspect. But other than that, I haven't actually formally started like the official pack of anything yet. I did start my laundry yesterday, so I have to go check this morning. I'll have to go check if my clothes in the dryer are fully dried or not. Because I did start my laundry, so that way I would be good on the laundry aspect of it. I have to say, I think moving the attachment over to where I did, I think it is working because I don't feel like I'm getting the same like we were getting last time now that I've moved my phone attachment for where it's at on this mic stand. Where is the drill I'm looking for? Ah, there it is. It's the challenge when you have so many colors. I so much prefer like the 50 or less color canvases. Those to me are the happy quantity. After that, it just gets excessive. Like I literally, so for the retreat, I was originally just going to bring, you know, the 2 small snackies that I'm working on with some friends, which is Milo the cat, which Mackenzie, Dragonwing Diamonds, and a Sea of Diamonds, and I, the 3 of us, we're going to do a race to see who can finish first. or to kind of see, like, because we're all really speedy diamond painters, and we want to kind of compare us side to side and see who is potentially the speediest when it comes to diamond painting. So we're all three of us are doing that because it's only fair if you work on the same canvas. So, and I'm not enhancing it because I want to make sure it's all the same. So I went ahead and I kitted up that one because I'm bringing that one. And then I decided to get the small chuck pinson. It's what Sunset Harbor Haven. I got the small chuck pinson for off of the Amazon as well. So both of those are Amazon exclusives. Like the chuck pinson is literally like a 27 by 33. It's so small. It's so cute. It is rounds. Oh, my Roomba just started. I should probably go close the door. Otherwise, we're going to have some loud Roomba noise in here. But let me go ahead and pop this right here. But the cats are not in here, so I need them to get their butts in here. Hey, girls. Kidder pussies, come here. Closing the door. Susu, get in here. Good girl. I know. Good girl. That was so funny. So I went to go close the door, and Mochi's curled up on a pillow under my desk. So she was in here, but Sushi was off doing sushi chaos. So I called her. I was like, get your butt in here, Susu. And she came running and went, meow, and just mewed at me as she was running. She's so cute. She's like, here I am. So now they're both in here, and the Roomba can do its thing, and I don't have to worry about the the noise of the Roomba or the Roomba trying to attack me and shoving into things and blah 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 blah. So, anywho, yes. So I was originally just going to bring those, and then the enhancements that I got for the retreat canvas, which is so cute. Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant, she's like a huge part of the team that's put together the retreat, and she does so much for it. Like her organization skills for all of that just never ceases to amaze me. But she has done a huge portion of the planning and putting together this retreat, which is awesome because it's a lot of work and I would not want to do it. But she does it, and she does an amazing job. And this will be my 3rd year going to the retreat. And every single time so far, the previous 2 years has been amazing. So I'm excited to see what it's like this year. But anyways, so she just posted for the group of us so we could see what it looks like finished. And I'm like, holy crap, that looks amazing. So yes, I was going to work on that one, and I got the enhancement set for it from DP with Sparklers, like it's not an actual set. I got the recommended enhancements that Alyssa had put together because she works on it ahead of time, so that way she can plan out enhancements and bling for it. So anybody that wants to bling it out, you can just go off of the enhancements that she's already done, because she's kind of like, okay, here's the idea, and she's very like methodical about how she does enhancing. If she doesn't like the look of something, she'll pull it off and put something else down. And I just am like, okay, that's close enough. We're good. So I don't go nearly to the perfection level that Alyssa does. So anyways, so I've got the enhancements. I did tweak a couple things on the enhancements because I'm not a big fan of crystals, and she had a bunch of crystals and sparklers. So I swapped some of those for ABs instead, to kind of like balance out the look of the canvas for me and my preferences, which is the nice thing about enhancements. They're so personalized. You can really make it your style with all the enhancements that you do on something. So I swapped a couple things to make it more my style for enhancements. And then, so in the process, so she posted so I was going to just, because I'll get the canvas at the retreat, but it's a 60 by 60. And I was like, yeah, I'll just get the canvas at the retreat, and then I'll work on it at the retreat because I could make some really good progress, potentially finish it at the retreat. And then as I was thinking over the last couple days, I was like, wait, that's a 60 by 60. A 60 by 60 is fine if I've got this easel and light pad. But the easel and light pad that I'm bringing are basically only like this wide and that tall. So a 60 by 60 is going to have all of the canvas hanging off of the easel. So with that in mind, I'm like, well, I guess I should maybe not really plan to have that be like the primary canvas I work on. Because I'll finish both of the other 2 canvases in the same day, those 2 little ones. Those will be like, I could finish them both in the same day. So I needed to have something to occupy me for the rest of the time. And I was going to just do the retreat canvas, but now I'm like, well, guess I'm not doing the retreat. I might still work on the retreat canvas, but I'm like, I'm not going to have a fun time trying to work on it on my small travel easel. So I like to bring small snacky kits for this travel easel. And so I guess a morning chronic cough going on. So I went ahead and you can see I don't make this is a much slower progress because it's so much confetti, but it looks so good when it's done. So with that in mind, I did start grabbing some additional canvases to pull out for you guys for the retreat. So one of the things that you guys will see for Friday's video, Monday's video is going to be like a first look. Wednesday's video is my packing for the retreat. And then Friday's video is going to be an unboxing from a new to me small shop. And whenever I do a new to me small shop, I always work on the canvas and try to get at least a section done on it. So I have a canvas, well, it's actually a 4-pack of small minis, which are actually technically, they're like 16 by 45, which is above my 20 by 20. So I decided to bring, and there's 4 of them in there. So I finished a section on the first one, to show for my video for Friday, but I'm bringing all 4 of those little canvases to the retreat. So again, we will see if I finish all of them during the retreat because they're so small, then you guys will see all 4 of them completed in my month in review in, like another week and a half. So yes, I decided to grab those and put those in my bag. And then also the 4-pack of like little minis that you're going to see on Monday from Preston Placed, which are so stinking cute. I'm bringing those with me, and those are all basically like 20 by 20. I actually physically measured them, and they're like 19 3/4 by like, they're 19 3/4 by like, I think it ends up being like 19 1/2. So technically they're below a 20 by 20, so I can't mark them as, a 20 by 20. So they can't be individual completions. So for those ones, I'm going to have to finish all 4 to count as one finish, which is fine. They're like literally tiny kits and they're so stinking cute. But anyways, that's kind of like, and then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to end up grabbing, on top of that, I'm totally going to grab some small canvases, some like Diamond Delights, and then I'm probably going to end up tossing in like a paint gem or a mini dazzle. But I'm going to have a lot of these other small projects that are fun to do. I am bringing cross stitch with me, and I am bringing some pixels with me. So I've got all the things that I'm bringing. All right. I try to pick like when I'm working on this, I try to pick like the colors that stand out the most to me, because they're the ones that are the most obvious, and they help to fill in some of these blanks to make it go a little faster. But you can see I've made good progress down in this little section, despite, all of our mini stops. And I always work much slower when I'm filming a WIP and chat than what I do in real life. But this section will probably it usually takes me about an hour and a half or so for one of these sections. These ones are a little bit more confetti heavy, so depending on how fast I work, it could take me closer to the 145, maybe into 2 for these sections. I don't know why I'm not just going over there, because there's a lot of this color over there. I have to be methodical about how I look for the symbol on the canvas when I don't have as much filled in, which is why I'm coming up here and I'm going to kind of start from the top and work my way down. There's a lot of this symbol in here, so that'll really help to fill that in a little bit more. So this week, oh my goodness, they dropped so many like must-buy type kits this weekend. Yesterday. Oh my goodness, that was Diamond Art Club released so many, and it's like, dang, there were some like heavy hitters that they released. Like they released the Margaret Morales Sailor Moon canvas. They released another duck canvas, an Art by Julia Ducks. They released, the Gubu family canvas. So many kits that like heavy hitting artists. I was really proud of myself because I was like, I wanted the ducks. The Margaret Morales, meh, not so much, because, you know, I'm not a huge, like, Sailor Moon fan. I have a few Sailor Moon canvases that I've worked on, but that's more to support, you know, Mackenzie and Sophie for their, the event, which is also in August. So that's something that, you know, I support them, and participate if I have a canvas, but realistically, like, that particular Margaret Morales is not one that's on, like, my top list of kits to do. I know a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. That's an absolute must. And I'm like, I love it for them. It's beautiful, beautiful artwork. But again, it's not my particular cup of tea when it comes to it. So that made it easy because I knew I wasn't going to have to battle for that. And then I was like, you know, I'm trying to downsize my hoard and how many kits I have, which means decreasing my purchasing. Which has been challenging to do and has only been, like, somewhat successful. So I was looking at it and I was like, I've kind of come to the consensus that unless it's I will die without this kit, which that's being dramatic because none of them are ones like that. Nothing, you won't, like, you can survive missing one of these canvases. Would you be disappointed? Yes. But is it like the end of the world? No, it's a canvas. It's a hobby. It's not end of the world if you miss something. So I've decided that realistically, I need to really cut back. That yes, I will purchase my Yumeis. That's I will buy. But I've actually, like, wish listed, like, the last Lyubka. I've wish listed a lot of kits lately. I've wish listed a bunch of Jeremiah Kettner's, and I normally buy, like, all of his stuff. But I've wish listed a bunch. So I've been doing really good at wish listing things. I've wish listed some of the ducks recently. Like the blue duck one, I wish listed that one. So I've been doing really good about actually wish listing the kits that I want, unless it's like a Yume, then I buy. And if there's another one that I love just as much that I love, that's releasing the same day as the Yume, then yeah, I will get that one to travel with the Yume. But there's been a lot of the Yumeis lately that I've bought just that one canvas. And that's one of the things that if it's one of my wish list items, when it does come back in stock, I am letting myself purchase it then. Granted, that assumes that I can get to it before it goes back out of stock. I know there was a Sims art canvas that I wanted that's been on my wish list. There's the adhesive not wanting to adhese. There's a Sims art that's been on my wish list that came back in stock, I think on Thursday. So I was like, okay, let's see if it holds out because it didn't sell out immediately. I put it in my cart and I'm like, I'm going to keep an eye on it. And when it goes low stock, then I'll go ahead and snag it because I really wanted it. And it's actually the oldest one on my wish list right now. Well, that stupid thing never went low stock. I was checking it like every couple hours because I was like, I really hope that this stays in stock until Saturday so I can buy it as like a travel buddy for the Jeremiah Kettner that released this week which was one that I watched him work on it and paint it. And it was one of those things where I submitted it to licensing. I bet other people did as well. And I know he always submits his work that he does, his new paintings. He submits them to licensing too. But I also submitted it to licensing because I was like, I have to have this in diamond painting form. I have a print of it. I was bummed that I missed out on buying the original for it because I totally would have spent the money and bought the original for it because it's just, I love that painting so much. So I was super excited to see that one. So I was like, this one is an absolute 100% must purchase. So I was like, I am buying the Jeremiah Kettner. That is an absolute have to, which I snagged that one, but I was hoping to be able to get the Sims art one with it. But it like literally went from, because I wanted nothing else. And I'm like, I don't want to just buy the one when I know I'm going to be purchasing on Saturday. And that would be 2 purchases that I would have to pay shipping for in just a small period. So I'm like, I'm just going to wait on it. Well, I waited on it and then it ended up going out of stock, but it never went out of stock. It never went into like that low stock notice before going out of stock. So that was super annoying because I was really planning on once it went low stock to be purchasing it, but it was in stock for the majority of the day. And I was like, okay, that's a good sign. It means that I should be able to snag this before it goes out of stock. Nope. It like literally went from fully stocked and then like 45 minutes later, it was like after lunch, it was like maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I checked it again because I checked it before lunch. I checked it at like 1 o'clock I finished a meeting, and after the meeting I looked and it was out of stock. And I was like, darn it. So now I am waiting for it to come back into stock again. Yay, me. So yeah, that's where I stand on that one. But any of my other ones that start to come back in, I will just start snagging them from the wish list, which realistically I've got 16 things on my wish list and every single one of them is out of stock. So I ended up getting the Jeremiah Kettner. I did end up ordering a small landscape that I just, even though it is a artist that utilizes AI, it was just one that I was just like, I love this image. And it's such a small little landscape. It's like a 40 by 30. So I was like, because it's so small, that's one that I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to snag it. And it's not one of the AI artists that they have like 1,000,005 releases from. So it's not like, oh, hey, here's your 20 gazillionth Peggy Collins or your 20 gazillionth Eau Claire Studios or Claudia McKinney and Teresa Donahue McManus, all of those that they have so many coming from those artists. So this one I was like, I went ahead and snagged it. It's just such a small one. So I've got that one coming as the travel buddy for my Jeremiah Kettner. And then, yes, so, which is actually the first Diamond Art Club purchase that I have made this month. I was really impressed with myself. So now it just needs to hold out as far as that's concerned. It just needs to hold out for me to not have to worry about, to continue to, not purchase this month. So no more Yumeis this month. I would like to have that be, that's the only Diamond Art Club purchase that I've made all month, because I don't count the Amazon exclusives ones as like those purchases from Diamond Art Club, because technically it was a purchase from Amazon. So I've really only done that one Diamond Art Club purchase, which is really impressive that I've made it. We're on, it's what, the 19th today? And I've made one purchase from Diamond Art Club this month, which is really like shockingly impressive for me. So my goal is if I can knock out some of I know I got a ton of kits in this month, but if I can knock out some of these small ones that I'm taking with me to the retreat, that'll help to my net however much to not be super ridiculous as far as how many kits I'll have received this month. But otherwise, I'm actually doing pretty decent for my not buying all the things, my kind of like low buy realistically. It looks like I have a bunch more over here that I'm going to be unboxing for you guys at the end of the month. Granted, there's like 8 little canvases, 4 mini canvases that are one set, and then the Kawaii Bunnies, which technically are a set, but I'm counting them as separate canvases. So it's like 8 actual things. Well, 5 for the logbook purposes, but there's 5 of them, plus the Diamond Art Club Chuck Pinson. So that's 6 things that I'm taking with me to the retreat that I will hopefully, instead of being able to show you guys what did I receive this month and show you an unboxing of that canvas, I'll actually be able to show the finishes of those canvases. So because I bought them, they arrived this month, and I'm going to work on them this month. So you may get to see those as finishes during everything in my monthly haul video at the beginning of August. And then I have, like a couple of those were ones that were sent to me to do videos for, like the Preston Place. The owner, Amber, she had sent me a couple canvases to do an unboxing for. So that way she can have some unboxing that shows the render and everything linked up on her website. And like, I'm super love the fact that she's thought enough to, ask me if I would be willing to do it. I'm like, absolutely, I would love to. And she sent me some so cute ones. Oh my goodness. The Chicky Hot Pot, I can't wait to kind of knock out some of these WIPs that I've got going so I can start working on some additional ones, because that Chicky Hot Pot is so cute and is hand rendered. Oh my gosh. I love the rendering that they have, even on the ones that they had as hybrids. So some of the older kits are still only available in hybrid, but now Preston Place is only doing hand rendering, which is super awesome. And I love the fact that they're doing hand rendering now. So that's something that makes me super happy in that aspect. I'm like, yay. So yeah, I love that. I love the fact that we're getting a little bit more done, or a little bit more of the hand rendered. But even their hybrid render is really probably the most clean hybrid render that I have worked on out of all of the kits that I have, and a lot of them are from shops that do the hybrid rendering. Out of all of the small shops that I have, Preston Placed did the best as far as their hybrid render went. Like, they did a really good job with that hybrid render. But now it's all hand rendered, which is even better. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I love that. So I'm super excited for that, and the fact that, like, the canvases that she sent me, I'm working on one of them, which you guys will see that's a video you guys will see tomorrow. I'm working on those for the retreat. I'm like so excited to work on these ones that she sent me, because they're the cutest and I love them. But anyways, I digress. What else am I going to talk? We're only down to a couple minutes left. I know we had technical difficulties in the middle there, but I'm making progress on this. Oh yes, that's one thing I needed to mention. So huge happy day, good news. So Mochi had her dental appointment, her dental cleaning scheduled for Friday. And for Mochi's dental cleaning, basically because she's got this like tooth issue, basically where her body reabsorbs her teeth. It's kind of like this syndrome or whatnot, or this thing that cats can get. So which is why she has to get a tooth cleaning every year. It's kind of like her dental prophylaxis, because of the fact that, you know, her body attacks her teeth, and that way you can kind of prolong, keep them clean, all of that fun stuff. Well, I dropped her off on Friday, fully expecting that, you know, she's probably going to need an extraction. So what they do is they knock her out. They do give her the IV, knock her out. Then they do the actual cleaning for her teeth, because in part of the cleaning process is a chance for the vet to like look, kind of be physically examining the teeth and like below the gum line, whole 9 yards. And then they do an x-ray, because some of the teeth that her body attacks, you can't see externally, but they'll be infected and all of that stuff on the inside of the tooth. So they do the cleaning, and then while she's still knocked out, they do the x-rays to make sure everything is looking good. And then if there's an extraction or anything, and then they call me to say, okay, hey, this is what we found. Well, her vet called me, and Dr. Jane was just like, yeah, so great news. Her teeth look fantastic. No need for any extractions at all, which I was fully expecting to have to do another, pay for, you know, I was fully expecting to walk out of this vet visit on Friday coughing over like $1,200 to $1,500. Last year for her cleaning and her extraction, where she literally had 12 teeth extracted last year. And that wasn't even her first surgery. That was like her second dental surgery. So I was fully expecting her to have multiple teeth extracted this year as well. Well, nope. She literally got her cleaning. And I was mentally prepared for that, you know, super expensive bill. Nope. When I went to go pay after the fact, it was like $355. And I was like, yes, my wallet is so happy right now. And I was just like flabbergasted. I was like, wait, it's not like $1,200? Because that's what I had mentally prepared myself to pay, was, you know, $1,200 to $1,500. And nope, it was only $355. So that made me super, super happy. And oh my gosh, these cats, they've been a hoot. So I picked Mochi up Friday afternoon. She ended up, you know, fighting sleep the rest of Friday, because she's stubborn and she did not want to fall asleep. So she was fighting sleep the rest of Friday afternoon and the rest of the evening. And, you know, she was just kind of like in her own little I'm a drugged cat mode, recovering from the anesthesia. Well, all day yesterday, Sushi, the little turd, because, you know, Mochi smells like anesthesia in the vet's office. So Sushi has been like stalking her. Like, there's this strange cat I don't recognize. She's been stalking her. And then, like, when she gets close to her, hissing at her. And not just hissing. She's been doing, like, this weird low cat growl, grumble, that kind of noise. Oh, my goodness. And then, you know, Mochi's just like, I'm just laying here. And then Mochi likes to steal Sushi's hammock. So every time Mochi jumps into Sushi's hammock, because it's Sushi's hammock, Sushi will like go stalk her and pest her and hiss at her and like slap her until she gets up and leaves the hammock. And I'm just like, you are such a turd. And I think today so far, they haven't been all hissy at each other today. But I was like, I literally have already, like, I've already basically, after my shower yesterday, I took my damp shower towel that smells like me. And it was like I needed to take it so I could put it to the laundry anyways. But I already took my smelly shower towel with its wet dampness, and I took Mochi and I like rumpled all over and basically rubbed Mochi down with my smelly shower towel to get my smell back all over her. And like even still, Sushi has been like, this is an interloper and I do not like her here. Get her out. Oh my gosh, it's been hilarious. So hopefully today she's over that and they can go back to being their normal selves, but she's better today. We will see if she still is like that a little later today, then I will give both cats a shower, which should help as like a reset of everything. But I'm like, oh my gosh, you're such a drama queen, Sushi. You're such a drama queen. Okay, we're going to call this good right here. So we made good progress. Like I said, I work much slower on this because it is so confetti heavy. And the first portion of it is always the hardest because the first portion you don't have anything to work around. So we've got some of these rocks done right there. Let me turn off the light pad so you guys can see what it actually looks like. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So you can see we've got most of these rocks right here done, and I'm working, and I've got a good chunk of the grass of this slope there. We still have to do this rest of it. We got half of the stairs done. Still have to do the steps going up towards the temple, but we've made good progress, and my solution that I did, partway through the video has apparently worked because look, we have the same view. So yay. And I did use that pen for, like 3 rows. So yay. Anywho, that's all I have for you guys for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.